You're watching IntoWineTV, and today we're at Napa's Crushpad, and we're tasting wines that are made here at Crushpad. And this is the Lionheart Wines 2007 Angel's Share. This wine is a blend of Marsanne Roussanne and Viognier. An interesting blend. The self-taught winemaker here has really, I think, done an amazing job, but I would love to hear what you have to say.
Well, the first thing that impressed me was the colour. It's beautiful, it's vibrant, it's pronounced, it's very pretty, very enticing, makes you want to really pick it up and smell it. And when you do smell it, the word that comes to my mind is delicious. It smells delicious, it makes you want to taste it, the acidity is good, and it's almost more like a Riesling from the Moselle on the nose. It's a slightly sweet nose. The wine's not sweet, but it's got a sweet, ripe nose. And the palate, again, it's delicious. It's got good length, it's got good texture. It's really solid. It's got a slightly clay, loamy texture, but it's got lime character. I think it's a really delicious wine. I give my 2 thumbs up to this.
I agree. I think this is a delicious wine. These grapes come from the southern Rhone, or the Rhone Valley, and one of the faults you sometimes see in some of the less quality wines is this bitterness, and it's not there. This is just, it drinks really smooth. The nose is beautiful. It's got a beeswax quality to it. Really enjoyable, and it's complex. I know the winemaker in his notes said he thought it would age for 1 or 2 years. I think you can lay this down for a lot longer than that. I think these grapes can take it and will develop over time.
Yeah, I'd have no hesitation in just letting this sit in my cellar. If I forgot to drink it for 10 years, it wouldn't bother me. I'm sure it would survive that long and probably develop some nice nuances, you know, if stored correctly.
The winemaker also, who's a self-taught winemaker as well as a self-taught chef, said that he created this wine to really pair nicely with food, but I really enjoy this wine and would find myself drinking it on its own. Yeah,
absolutely. It would go well with food, and but it does drink beautifully on its own. The label is very different, distinctive, the sort of label you love or hate. I think it's got character.
This is also an example of one of the reasons that a lot of people like using Crushpad. Sara Lee's Vineyard is a very famous vineyard, and it's in Sonoma, I believe, but if you wanted, Russian River, so if you wanted to try and go get grapes from there, they're probably not available. But Crushpad gets long-term contracts, and so if you want them and you want to deal with Crushpad, you can take advantage of their buying power and get quality grapes to make a wine like this.
And so at Crushpad, what are all of the different services that they have available for winemakers?
Well, they'll do almost anything you want or nothing along the way. They'll arrange for grapes, they'll bring them in, they'll go out to the vineyards and check on the grapes. They'll do the sorting, but you can do any step of the way you want. If you're across the world, you can get on the computer at any time, and actually they have a camera that you can look at the process, look at what's going on, and you can talk to your winemaker. And you can choose your own yeast if you want, or let them choose it. You can choose your own oak regimen, or let them choose it. So they'll do just about any step of the way.
How many different winemakers are involved?
I don't know. I'm going to guess about 8 or 12, but I really don't know.
Yeah.
There's a few head winemakers and then assistant winemakers.
And can people bring in their own winemaker and just completely ignore the Crushpad winemakers? Or?
I would bet you can, as long as you schedule. I don't know that I've ever heard of that, but people do bring in a lot of their own grapes and a lot of their own expertise, and so the winemakers are great. Mike Z, the guy I work with, we bother him all the time, and he's great about it.
Yeah. I think the price is right on this. $25 is a fair price, and 13.5 alcohol is good.
I think overall the Lionheart has really won our hearts, and again, this is the 2007. You could drink it now, drink it a few years from now. It seems like something that's really going to last. The Angel's Share is what we've got here, and I would definitely recommend trying some of the other wines that are produced through Lionheart. We hope you've enjoyed the show, and we'll see you again next time. Thanks for watching.